Hi, welcome to the presentation on types of innovation. Today, actually, we are in the era of innovation. Everywhere, any organization, they're always talking about how to be very innovative in terms of addressing the customer, creating a new product, different type of delivery mechanism, or whatever it is. So, first, before we go further, let us try to understand how this innovation is different from the invention. Invention is basically a creation of new idea or a technology. If you see the history, wheel is the greatest invention of the mankind. In fact, aeroplanes, vaccines, satellites, World Wide Web, they are all other major inventions in the mankind. On the other hand, if you see what is innovation, innovation is basically inventions applied successfully for larger use of mankind. If you see, for example, no, the wheel has been invented, but later on they're able to produce cycles, cars, motorcycles, even train for large transport, individual transport, large transport, and all that. They all gone. They're all typical case of innovation. Similarly, you see the mobile phone technology. It's one of the greatest innovation in the recent past. So let us. This particular slide shows you some of the inventions in the inventors and also the major inventions in the history, starting from printing press, lightning rod, light bulb, and also your radio guidance system, iPhone, basketball, and whatnot. So this presentation we are trying to see the different type of innovation. Before that, I want to just touch upon how exactly the organizations look into innovation. Actually, organizations are extensively using innovation for different other value chain, starting from product quality. If you take, for example, the IC chips are becoming more and more compact with more capability because that is what is demanded by the end users. So the chip industry is really working on very stringent quality requirements, creation of new markets. In fact, the mobile banking with the internet technology has really created new market segments for the banking people. So that is actually creating a whole range of not only the banking but also different type of products they offer to the customers, the better convenience and whatnot. Then the robotization in the manufacture is a classical case where there is a drastic reduction in the labor cost. Not only the reduction in the labor cost, there's improvement in the productivity and also you're able to get more output. Whole lot of benefits you're able to get because of the robotization in the manufacture. The instant tea is a very classical case of a extension of product range because otherwise the tea is a typically you have to basically brew the tea, filter it, you have to remove that material and all that. But instant tea is a real innovation from the typical tea for the tea drinkers. Then in the production processes, the 3D printing is a very classical case where the technology is really going to take some of the very interesting areas. Even people are talking about producing some human organs, heart walls, and so many things we are able to produce using the 3D printing technology. And finally, the environmental protection. Before the nanofiltration technology was developed, they are using only the RO technology where we are not able to recycle the wastewater beyond a point. There are some challenges with the constraints are there. With the introduction of nanofiltration, we are able to recycle the water almost 100%. Maybe 1% we may not be able to, but other 99% we are able to recycle the water and able to get a fresh water out of it. So let us now look into the different type of innovation in practice. First is incremental innovation. It basically talks about very incremental changes. There is no change in the architecture. It is more by understanding the customer's pain points to achieve this one. If you take, for example, the intelligent home, where you'll be able to operate all your appliances using your mobile phone, for example. Even you suppose, let us say you're starting from office and before you reach home, you want to put on your AC, or in the winter you want to put on your heater. So a whole lot of appliances you'll be able to operate. Similarly, even your refrigerator can order the various milk or other requirements. Automatically can even place order with the grocery supplier and all the people. Similarly, reverse parking sensors is a car is a very typical case of incremental innovation. The second interesting innovation is called the radical innovation. That is here the whole new design using new components. One of the interesting examples you can think of is the LED bulbs, where there is a drastic reduction in the power consumption and better illuminating capability and a longer life. So the whole lot of benefits are able to get because of the LED technology. Similarly, the another interesting example that is coming up is the hyperloop transport, where they are planning to transport people at the ground level itself for speed of about 1000 kilometers per hour. So the technology is also really catching up. The third is called the modular innovation. So here what they are doing, they are only combining two existing entities and able to create a new product. Two interesting examples we can think of is the solar powered bottle cooler or solar powered ATM. In both these cases, they're only just combining a bottle cooler with a solar panel or an ATM with a solar panel, because without that power, we will not be able to take advantage of the bottle cooler or ATM. Particularly in northern India during summer months, it's quite hot. With the introduction of solar powered bottle coolers, they're able to get substantial increase in the sale of your soft drinks. Architectural innovation. It basically talks about changing the configuration architecture, but the components remain the same. A very interesting example you can think about is a torchlight in a mobile phone with a camera flashlight. So you're not added any new component, but only you're able to get a new product called torchlight. Similarly, you're talking about a scanner come Xerox come fax come printer in a typical Xerox machine. Then the next important innovation is called the breakthrough innovation. Again, it employs a new technology and definitely it may create new markets. A very interesting example here we can talk about is that mobile phone with internet facility. So mobile phone is a separate innovation, internet is a separate innovation. The combination of mobile phone with internet facility opened up a whole lot of opportunities for everybody, for the individual, for the organization, for the government, everybody. So today we're talking about mobile banking, we are talking about Ola, we're talking about Swiggy, Big Basket, like that. A lot of organizations, even many governments have gone for e-governance. All are possible because of the mobile phone with the internet facility available. So that's a very interesting case for a breakthrough innovation. Then we're talking about a technical innovation. What is technical innovation? This is basically the first commercially successful application of a new technical idea. For example, drone is a technical idea, but the drone based delivery model is a typical technical innovation. So today drone is going to literally replace all the delivery partners, whether it is going to be a food delivery, whether it is going to be a grocery delivery, or whether it is going to be a medicine delivery, or even they're talking about drone taxis in some other places on all. So drone is going to be a really game changer in the delivery and logistics model. Sometimes the innovation is also embedded in the process technology or hardware also. An interesting example we can think of is the chocolate made out of the camel milk. Otherwise, camel milk is not suitable to make chocolates. So they have to use only the cow milk or buffalo milk. And Amul is the first company, first dairy in the world who have created a technology, who altered the technology to produce chocolates out of the camel milk. Then the organizational innovation. See, organizations also can be very innovative in nature. Instead of doing it traditional things, they can also change the way they do the R&D, the way they change the product development, marketing, environment, whatever it is. Two examples I want to discuss here. One is the ITC. ITC is typically a cigarette company. Today it's fast emerging into a FMCG company with the products like various biscuits, and also your stationery item, and also it is talking about different type of toilet items. The whole lot of products ITC is coming to become like a typical FMCG company. Similarly, the Indian Post Office. All of you know Indian Post Office as a traditional post office to provide the very conventional products and services. But now in the e-commerce era, Indian Post Office is going to be the last mile connectivity for all the villages, because it is the largest post office network in the world with about 1,53,000 post offices, and that is going to be a real game changer in the e-commerce and the logistics model in the country. And finally, we are talking about the social innovation. So even the society is also trying to be very innovative, depending upon the way they consume the product and all that. You would have seen people are now started consuming more and more of ready to cook food, or more of ready to eat foods and all that. So they're all becoming, instead of a raw basic unprocessed thing, they're trying to use all this food. And people are now preferring internet over TV for the various entertainment requirements. People prefer more ready-made dresses than your traditional dresses. In fact, the tailor as a profession itself is fast coming down. So like that, the society is also trying to be very innovative because of the various changing in their consumer preferences. The changes are also driven because of the various processes. For example, today there is more and more of food is delivered. There is online food delivery is taking place. Online grocery delivery is taking place. So this is making the people to go for more of online purchases. That is why your digital marketing is also becoming a very, very important entity today. Similarly, the banking sector. Banking sector is the one place where there is a tremendous technology has been infused, and society also has changed a lot in utilizing the bank. We have seen net banking, we are talking about mobile banking, we are talking about mobile wallets. We can do almost every activity by sitting at home itself. With a mobile phone, you can completely finish the banking operation. That's how the banking has become, the technology has really reached the people and find it very, very user friendly. So I think this presentation you have seen the different types of innovation. You can also relate it to your own experiences, related to your own organization, your own environment, and hope you really found it useful and hope you really enjoyed this presentation. Thanks for your patient listening. Thank you.